Welcome back to the shop. It's another day and another project, another marketplace find. Look at this beauty. Andy's with me today helping, and he helped me get this monster on here. So I'm a little guy. I have never ventured into street bikes because I'm little, and these are huge and heavy, and they probably clobber me on the highway. But I found a Honda Goldwing, and I'm gonna see if we can get this one running and see if it'll fit in a mini buggy to give us 4 times the cubic inches or cc's, cubic centimeters, that I was gonna do with the Honda Foreman 400. This is a Honda Goldwing 1200. I think it's an 86 or something. The lady's dad died. She had no history on it. It was sitting under a shed with a lot of mouse stuff in the contents. Complete with the cassette player though. No key. He had a screwdriver in this bucket that I assume he used to start. I have no idea if it runs. We're gonna find out together. Excited?
Yeah.
It's a beast. But if it fits in the mini buggy, and we can do a lot more with the mini buggy than just rock crawl. We can put paddle tires on it, we can race it, all sorts of stuff. If this works, we'll find out. Because these are shaft driven, that's why I thought of it, because I was like, oh, gotta be something we can make more horsepower than that 4-wheeler for. And these are shaft driven, so we can convert it just like the 4-wheelers to the transfer case. The kids one will still have a 4-wheeler engine because that's all they need, but I have to be able to guide the kids and then catch up to the kids on the trail, so gotta have horsepower. That's my excuse anyway. Let's dig into it. We gotta hook up a battery, jump box or charger, and see what happens. As you can see, all of a sudden there's some more room over here in the shop because we just defied death and took down this second lift, loaded it back on the trailer. I thought about it after standing it up, and it just took too much room out of this awkward space over here. So it's gonna be a 1-lift shop. It's kind of unfortunate, but I would rather have an open space to be able to walk around things, fabricate things, rather than squeezing in and out of vehicles around the lift when I don't need it. Sometimes I'm sure I'll be annoyed that I don't have both, but I'm only one person. We got help here today, but usually don't have help, so I should be fine with just 1 lift. Things have escalated. We had issues with getting power up to the dash. Now you can see lights, but Andy and I successfully made this thing even uglier, ripping all the body panels off, chasing wires. Oh yeah, we got a headlight now. Need to turn those off. This thing was tricky. I don't know how you turn that off, but now the motor wants to start. We have jumper cables from the skid steer because this battery is absolute junk, but we're making progress. We have lights and things happening. The engine does turn over, so it's not seized. So what's your guesses, Andy?
By noon it'll be fired up.
What time is it now? 10:47. That gives us an hour and 13 minutes. We can do it. So everything's crusty and covered in mouse crap, and trying to get the gas tank to open. All my tools are still a mess for moving. We'll see if we can get this fired. Got it cranking over good. The fuel tank is full of rust. You can see that. It's nasty. So we're bypassing it for now with the hose into a gas can just to hear it start. And then I can tear the rest of it apart, if it runs good, to put this power plant in the mini buggy. Be cool to integrate some of this pinstriping and the red coloring that came factory on it to the buggy. We'll see. So I'm getting impatient. We kind of tried to pump some fuel, but I want to see if the ignition works. So cleaned out the rat stuff in the air box, and now we'll spray some helpful sauce to get it going. Make it make noise. See how bad it sounds. Or good. We'll see. You ready? Or not. Didn't do anything. I have to investigate some ignition problems. Dang it! Well, spark plugs are right here. One of them. Oh, they're like stuck together. There we go. Get rid of that. Let's see if we're getting spark, because it's not firing. Ooh, more nastiness. To be continued. We pulled the plugs, cleaned it out, pulled the timing belt cover off to make sure it wasn't broke because it wasn't starting on starting fluid. And then I hit the switch and it wants to start. It's promising. It's probably just the starting fluid that was in there. Sounds great.
Okay, hang on. The exhaust is clear full of mouse.
I was wondering. It's shooting.
It's blowing squirrel nuts out of the back. It might be plugged up.
Let's see what we shoot out. Oops. Killed the power. Let's see what comes out.
It's definitely blowing out some hantavirus.
Yummy. It sounds decent. Just needs fuel to it. I don't know why the pump doesn't run currently, unless I force it to.
Maybe it'll pop those kernels like popcorn.
Yeah, get it warm enough.
Get a little bit of heat there.
Why isn't it doing this on its own? Starter sounds great. I don't know if that pump's pulling anything, but if it was, this thing would be running.
Maybe because the hose is kinked?
Progress, for sure. And he had the idea to fill the funnel up here.
Do a little gravity feed action.
This nice clean funnel. It's taking a lot. Is it going on the ground? Okay.
No, but your funnel's full.
There we go. Plenty of fuel. Fire extinguisher. Check. Are you gonna bring it closer?
Yeah.
Burn down the new shop. Oh, I put my key over there. You want to grab the key? Thanks. I wonder if this has ever been stolen in its life, or currently. That was it. These carbs are probably gummed up, but I don't want to do that right now. There's 4 of them. Sounds healthy though, so I'm happy. Good? Good.
Does this choke up or down?
I don't know. I was playing with it. I don't think those carbs are letting any fuel in. It runs quite a while on starting fluid. It was. Apparently that's touchy. Running! This thing backfires, we're done.
It's still blowing fine out of that.
It's actually running on the gas. You're gonna fuel it up. This thing burns a lot of gas. Dude, that runs good when it gets fuel. It's idling now. That's a lot of gas. Whoa. Alright. Hey, that's a success. Probably should bleed the clutch and make sure it goes in gear. The rear tire's off the ground, right?
Yeah.
The clutch needs some bleeding. We're in second gear. Ain't nothing wrong with the radio. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it works. First gear, second, third. 40 years old almost. I cleaned up all the acorn crap. And Andy was right, by noon it was running. Now that playtime is over with the Goldwing, Andy and I have been very busy. Andy's helped me out a ton. We got all this unistrut put around the shop and running conduit for welder outlets, parts washer outlets, wiring up the single lift now. And it is challenging. I have a new respect for electricians that run conduit. Bending it's like building a roll cage, but at least it's a little easier to bend. But trying to get everything level and square coming around here so it looks nice. We're doing a way better job than the builders of the building did on their electrical. So yeah, that's an update. Oh, gotta show you, it's Nash's birthday, so I don't know why this big a bike came with training wheels, but I gotta take those off. Jesse just dropped it off. Brand new bike for the little baby Nash. He's turning 6 now. Holy smokes. I have an 8 and a 6-year-old. Crazy. So I'm gonna pop those training wheels off. Wish Nash a happy birthday. And yeah, that's a little update. The Goldwing's still sitting here all ugly, but I know it runs and I know it should work. I just need to get the mini buggy here and start measuring. but I was kind of holding myself to not bringing it here and getting distracted until we get this electrical done, because that's a big deal to get out of the way, and it really takes a lot of time. It's kind of annoying, but powering through it. Shop's a mess because I had to move everything away from the wall again. I'm also going to run the PEX airline on the bottom of those Unistrut around the shop. So good stuff. Trying to make it look good and organized. Thanks to Andy, it looks a lot better than if I did it alone. Alright, Andy, I don't think you were expecting to get into this, but you were.
No, but we've been hanging out here for a couple days, doing some upgrades on the shop, getting ready to use. We got some conduit ran for a couple of welder plugs, parts washer, hoist, I guess, air compressor, a bunch of air lines, and the water line to fill up a bucket. So a little bit of electrical, a little bit of air, and a little bit of water.
Fastest plumbers in the West. you don't want to look at the bathroom, but it's done, and we have water. But these you can look at. Andy made sure that conduit was perfect and straight and bent nice and consistent. So, and the shop, look, we have things against the wall again. It's looking a little better. Progress. And the Goldwing's still sitting here all nasty. We will get further on this, but I hope you enjoyed the video of getting it to start, and I at least didn't completely waste my money. Now I need to measure and try and fit this in the mini buggy frames. So stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching, and the shop is actually almost functional. Thanks to Andy and everybody else that has helped. Jim brought us breakfast this morning. We didn't get that on video. We should have. So that was nice.